It's Bear football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. And off comes to Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Here's Chris Jones now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Cohen. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at
at the 49. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And all the way down to the 5. 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Phillips. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
From the 25 on second down, Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 45 on second down, Darnold. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Here's Darnold. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, here's Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, Paul. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Bilal Nichols there on the stop. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Shifts by at the 15, and they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
the delay, it's Mixon. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. The field's going to get this to Montgomery. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Darnold from the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Man open is Robinson. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary of the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's almost not fair when you talk about Allen Robinson to talk about how dependable he is, but that's a great word for him. Last year, first time he's gone over 100 receptions in his career, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And a lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold. He gets this one to Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Okay, baby, let's go.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Fields.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. Darnold from the red zone now. And that's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.